Thoubal. A police source has told the newspaper the accused has been identified as Heradas Singh, a resident of Pechi, Awang, Lekai, and the raids continue. Do you think that this is suffice? Shouldn't there be a commission to look into the issues, incidents, and events of violence against women in Manipur?
Exactly. There should be a proper commission and to look into all these violence against women and girls and children during this entire conflict. And now I'm surprised to listen to the bites that you play out talking about, I mean, all these member of Rajya Sabha coming out speaking against the violence. Where were their voice since 4th May when the violence was continuing? And it took, this video to surface actually to everyone to speak it up. And coincidentally, I mean, fortunately, unfortunately, it coincides with the parliament session, which begins today. So, and then the Prime Minister also finally spoken up. And besides the commission that you are saying, I would say this is not done by cowardly mob. They are by daring mob who are not respecting the Indian laws. And from day one, I've been saying that the CM is fully responsible and must step down. The situation, to bring the situation under control, no matter what the political compulsions are, this has to be, he has to step down.
Are you saying that his position now stands in
and
in
you
a
know
way?
and then the harrowing news which has come from the testimony of these two girls, where that Manipur police were present at that time when these incidents was happening, and they were a mute spectator to the entire incident. So what can we say about this? What can we say about this?
You know, Rami, this incident also tells us about how ineffective the police as an institution has been. Yes, mobs are organized, and I don't want to. This is your domain, low intensity riots. That famous study by Paul Brass, where no riot can take place unless and until people in power or close to power keep to keep that temperature boiling at the right to keep the water boiling at the right temperature. If they are not involved, then the riot cannot take. There's nothing called a spontaneous riot. This cannot be. This is not. This tells us that the cycle of violence is vested in the structures of power in Manipur today, whether they are in power or outside power electorally.
Karthike, you're quite right. What can one say about this situation? It was a matter of time that incidents like this would come out and shock the nation collectively, and that's what it's done. But of course, one cannot take responsibility away any longer from what the powers that be in Manipur should have done. They were delayed. This conflict should have never gone on for this long. One of the hopes that we sort of held on to was that the violence is tapering, but this is the repercussion of conflict. This is the repercussion of prolonged emotional impact on this society. And of course, it's completely condemnable, but we've seen this happen time after time in a conflict situation that has not been managed the way it should have been. Where it started from, inclusion in a scheduled tribe list, or a land issue, or an illegal immigration issue, and where has it reached? One of my questions, like you said, the responsibility has to be laid on the shoulders of the police in Manipur, because they are supposed to establish the rule of law, and clearly there has been a failure on that front as well. But I would also like to know, apart from the perpetrators of this heinous crime,